Welcome to episode 3 of the second series of my Let's Play. A loot-heavy episode coming up, but we make some great progress in doing so. Before we jump in, here's a 60-second roundup of what happened last time. Last episode, we left our one-night base in Redford, hitting the road to hunt for a place to call home. We stopped off at a few houses, looting our way through, hunting for useful tools, weapons, and food. Then we stopped off at Wolf Pond, trying to see if that was a decent place to base. We continued our looting and took the opportunity to get some decent insulated clothing from a generous firefighter zombie who no longer needed them. These are much needed given our chilly fall start. After finding a wood axe, we had some close skirmishes with our undead friends. Fortunately, the axe proved to be incredibly effective at dispatching them. And then we headed for Parson's Campgrounds, finding a solar panel en route to the cabin where we stayed the night. And that is where we're going to pick up from today. We are back. Hello. We are in our wonderful log cabin, and we've got some looting to do. We have got some looting to do. We're also peckish, so food would be a good shout. Now, did we have logs on us? Actually, they might be in the back of our truck. And the first things first is, let's find out. Do we still have a... Yes! We've still got a car, and it's still got a solar panel on it. Okay, well, that's good news. But I'm going to take a little bit of a risk, and we are going to turn on the generator. There we go, and we've got light. What a treat. We've got light, we've got bedroom. Oh, we've got a little basket up there. Yeah, with a rotten mandarin. How cruel. And first things first, a couple of little shout-outs. Thank you all so much for your comments. I really do appreciate them, as always. Jim McCarr, man, you called out the fact that some of these cabins will have a water container out the back, which is a great shout, because this one is one of those cabins. We will do some looking at the other cabins as well. Thank you to Pete, South Wales 867, who called out the fact that I can hold down the left mouse key in front of a zombie with a melee weapon and release it when a zombie is in range to cause devastating damage. Which I'm always scared to do the sort of power attack, as I'd call it, because, well, it's a little bit scary. It feels like one of those things that if you miss time, you're in trouble. Oh, a couple of batteries in there, that's very helpful. And also Sam Brown 99, thank you. You've left a whole raft of tips and tricks. Appreciate the call out. I have had the call out a few times about using a hotkey for the ignition. Ski goggles is awesome. For vehicles, it's a gameplay choice. I quite like the having to furiously scrabble around to start the engine. It can lead to some interesting moments, I think it's fair to say. When you sort of have that feeling of trying to get away from zombies and you're rushing into the car and desperately trying to find the keys to the ignition. But yeah, really do appreciate the tip as well around the gas station in Lion Mountain, which has got a generator on the roof, which we absolutely will need to go and check out and make sure that it's not on so that we can save the fuel that's in it as well. I think that would be good, wouldn't it? And I think, really, we need to make ourselves somewhat at home here. I was hoping that we would find some decent clothing in these cabins, so that feels like that's one of the things that we need to check out. Because clothing is going to be pretty important to us. We're definitely going to need some better clothing. So, and that was also part of your tip as well, Sam, was to check out the other cabins as well. I'm also pleased to hear that Knob, and again, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about Knob, but Knob may be viewed in the same way across the pond in certain areas as well. Thanks for that, Driz T Cat 1. And And yeah, I think we're in a really good spot. So, should we do a little bit of car emptying? Oh my goodness. Okay, cell phone's out of power. Let's get that sorted out first. Did we find a flashlight? I thought we did. We want a flashlight. So let's for the map, let's pop a battery in it. Do the battery charger. That is going to be something that would be useful. We'll pop a new battery in our flashlight as well. In our cell phone as well. Insert battery. There we go. Gosh, okay. I am going to turn the cell phone off though. We don't need it at the moment, so we'll use our flashlight. That's pretty good, isn't it? Haven't used the trophy yet as a weapon. Just yet. Check our immediate surroundings. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any pesky zombies around just yet. Right, we're going to take all of the food that we've got. Bit of the whiskey as well. Be rude not to. Cast iron pan, cooking pot, all of that stuff's going to be useful. Our wood logs as well we'll take in so that we can do a spot of cooking. There we go. Now, logs. Yes. There we go. And then we want to put one of these pans in there. And what was the other thing that we had? I thought it was was it a pot? Maybe it was a pot. Sauce pot and a large cooking pot. Happy days. That does the job quite nicely for us, so I think we're in a fairly good spot there. And then in terms of food, what have we got? Loads of canned tomatoes, chicken noodle soup, dog food, yes. We've still got some wolf meat to eat, which we should probably eat tonight. Let's do a little bit of putting away. You know, get some order in here. As I say, we are probably going to set up numerous little bases across the map so that when we do our loot runs and things like that, we will be able to sort of take advantage of some local spots. Cabins, maybe? Or maybe we could be looking at firewatch towers in certain areas as well. That could be an idea. Right, so food we're going to put in here. I'm going to keep my seared wolf meat on me, actually. We can eat that. Right, we're going to use this as our alcohol cabinet. That feels sensible. Gin. Beer. Yeah. Of course, temperature is a bit of a problem for us at the moment because everything keeps on freezing, which is less than ideal. I'm going to take advantage. We're going to put drink in there. And I think what we might do, I mean, let's first of all make it so that we've got a nice smelling thing. Nice smelling stuff always helps us out. Is I am going to take the water bottles, and tomorrow I think we'll fill those up in the surrounding cabins so that we're not using our own water supply. In terms of temperatures, we're looking okay at the moment. We are looking okay at the moment. We've not got the best clothing on for temperature, so let's just get our... I mean, the best we've got at the moment really is our firefighter stuff. Got loads of stuff there to fill with water as well. Firefighting stuff should keep us somewhat warm. Jacket's got heavy insulation, for example. So have the pants. There we go. So our body temperature has gone up 22 degrees. 23 now. Okay, we're in a decent spot. Obviously haven't got a clue what the time is because we've not got a cell phone. Okay, we're almost at 7 PM, so I think We're going to have our seared wolf meat in the morning, because we're only a little bit peckish at the moment. Let's turn lights off to try and save a little bit of power where we can. Appreciate I could just turn the generator off. And let's get some sleep. Right, we're awake. I do quite like that effect when you wake up. And you're all sort of groggy-eyed is what I'd call it. Right, now the first thing we could really do with doing is putting a solar panel down. Have we already run out of... Oh my goodness, seriously, we've already run out of fuel in that. That could be a problem. That was rapid. I mean, I don't know if it was full. I think it was full. They usually are full. Okay. Sun's rising over there in the east. Good. That's normal. And we'll set over there in the west. Solar panel. We want to... do we want to put it up on the roof? Probably. If we can get up there. Okay, let's do a little bit of jiggery pokery with the car. And get ourselves into a good spot with it. Without breaking the solar panel would be ideal. There we go. Okay, and the sun is starting to come up. There we go. Right. Happy days. Solar panel. Move that. Where do we want to put it? Around there-ish. Doesn't want to go on the roof properly. Come on, guys. Please give us flat solar panels. That'd be great. That we can just put on the roof. I'm going to have to just put it up here and forget about the fact that it's floating in the air, aren't I? There we go. So that should get us south-facing, which I think is what you want to do with most solar panels. So that should give us enough sunlight throughout the day, I think. Okay, now we just, it's getting 134 watts of energy. So let's get that all connected. What are we connected to over there? Okay, right. There we go. Nice. Look at that for progress. Slightly concerned about the lack of fuel. And yet, of course, we don't have a battery. So that is only going to really do us for the daytime. Maybe I should have been a little bit more fuel conscious. With our gasoline. But hey-ho, one of those things. Can't do anything about it now. Let's eat our seared wolf meat. That will help us out in terms of hunger. It's taking care of that. Let's go and find another cabin to go and steal some water from for a drink. It is foggy today, isn't it? Got some fog to contend with. And a fox to contend with as well over there. Let's go and say hello to the neighbours. Hello. Of course, we are on the lookout for clothing. As well as... I mean, guns would be good. Seeds are always good. Iron arrow. We'll take arrows. Arrows are helpful. Apparently oh gosh, we're still peckish. We ain't. No, it's quite a big chunk of meat. Whiskey we'll take. Here we go. Right, and then we can... do you know what? Probably not a bad idea to wash myself. Either. Right, and now we can fill up things like our insulated flasks, our water bottles. There we go. Going to take the butter knife, because obviously we can use that for hunting these days. Check that. Oh, a respirator. I mean, we'll take it. We could do with a fuel container now, couldn't we, really, as well? Candles. We'll destroy those, because the wax chunks could be helpful, and that could mitigate the need for power at night time. Especially at the moment where it's really cold. So therefore... Oh. Oh, I hear a fox. No, it's not a fox. I hear a wolf. Get inside. Don't want to mess around with wolves. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of cat food. And that is good news for us. That's a lot of food for us to have. We'll take the candle, effectively. Snow pants! There we go. That is great news for us. That is going to aid us greatly in our preparation for winter. More batteries, which is great because that puts off the need for us to build a battery charger for a little bit longer. And usually, to be fair, at gas stations we can charge our batteries. Now, where is that wolf? Just go to the next one, shall we? Very remote up here as well, isn't it? Very, very peaceful. Not many of the undead around. Good. They will be helpful, I'm sure. More canned foods. Insulin. You know what? Not seen insulin on a harder loot run yet. So that's a nice thing to have. And more canned food. We will take canned food every time that we get the option for it. Oh, fishing bait as well. And we should go and do some fishing now that it's not going to take all of our, the whole stack. It's been fixed in the hotfix. Where if you fished before hotfix 2, the entire stack of your bait would be taken. Oh, and we've got a first friend of the day. Who's, well, lost his head. Denim shorts is wild. More bait. We'll take the matches. I've learnt my lesson in terms of not taking lighters and matches for granted. Peas, broccoli seeds. Yeah, cool. We'll take all of that. Dolphin shorts. Don't know what dolphin shorts are. Nice picture frame. More first aid stuff. Any more friends? No, no more friends. Cool. Hey, well, these cabins have been quite kind to us in terms of the getting the snow pants has been a win. We've got generators, which are going to be very useful for us. Trees absolutely everywhere. Another couple of cabins to go and have a loot of. Or another cabin. That one's ours up there. Oh, and this is a bit of a bigger cabin, I think. Let's have a little bit of a nosy around here then. Oh, it's locked. Locked, and I can hear friends inside it. Just the one? Oh no, it's just a bit of a different layout. It's probably similar sort of size cabin. Different layout. Well, what have you got for us here? The one thing I will say is that cabins aren't going to... Oh, a kerosene canister. That's good news. we're very encumbered now, so we'll pop back to our cabin after this. Yeah, the one thing I will say is that it doesn't feel like we've got loads of protection here from hordes. Oh, garlic cloves, it's good. If hordes happen, we could be in a little bit of bother. So I am thinking that we probably need to arm ourselves up. I don't think... And a winter jacket. Oh my goodness, Look, we've lucked out. The loot gods have been very kind to us. Yeah, I don't think Charm's the sort who would just sort of run away from a horde necessarily. So I think we should arm ourselves to the absolute teeth. Does mean we need to go and hit some locations, get some guns, and get horde ready. Because, yeah, if we get a horde and we're sat in our cabin, not going to be fun. Only one real way in and out. I suppose the good thing about the cabin is that, you know, in theory we can kind of leave it behind. Whether we'll want to when we've got a load of our stuff in it, I don't know. All of this cat food, for example. Why would you want to leave all the cat food behind? Vegetable soup. Right, our water. Oh, no, sorry. Our alcohol is supposed to go somewhere else, isn't it? Pretty sure that's water in there, isn't it? Whiskey. There we go. Dresser, we can use that for our books. Schematics, all of that sort of stuff. We're moving ourselves in quite nicely. And we'll use the dresser for any of our spare clothes that we aren't currently wearing. Including, of course, things like the winter jacket. Also got so much first aid stuff, it's untrue. So let's take advantage of our medical box. We have got a blood bag. Don't necessarily think we're going to need the blood bag, but there we go. We'll basic painkillers and basic bandages should be enough to keep us relatively happy for the time being. And then on here we can put our trophies. I'm not going to put the debit cards down, because if we manage to find somewhere to an ATM that's powered, then we'll be able to use them. I've got fishing line, fishing rod, fishing hook as well, which means we are in a good spot for food. I think we're in a really good place at the moment. Probably chop down some more trees so that we're ready to cook. We could do with finding some sort of a gas can, jerry can or something like that, so that we can keep ourselves topped up. Oh, we've got a deer over there. You know, if we got enough ammo to start doing that when we probably don't really need to hunt at the moment. Possibly not. Okay. Hello, dear. Don't worry. I'm gonna leave you be. Right. Let's clear the trees out of the front, I think, first. Means that we've got a view to the road at least. Keeping my wits about me, because being spent and having a zombie sneaking up on me is not the way to go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Got a view straight to the road. That's good news. Got wood logs. Got planks as well. Let's get inside, because there's a couple of things we probably want to build mean, we could probably do with having some wood scraps. Because what we probably need is a utility cabinet so that we can claim this place rightfully as our own. We'll put that next to our fuse box, I think. There we go. We can use our fireplace and put our logs in there so that we're ready to cook whenever we need to. Batteries, seeds, all of that sort of stuff that we don't really need to be carrying around with us at the moment. We'll just put in the corner cabinet, I think. There we go. Seeds. Have we got any soil on us? No. We've got paper scraps, we've got nails, all of that sort of stuff. Wax chunks. There we go. So maybe, if we can, make ourselves some candles, and this will restrict our need for nighttime electricity. We place these around well enough. Probably got one more. There we go. Okay. Nice. Look, we're in a really good spot, I think. So, we are a bit peckish. Let's do what anyone would do in this situation and eat some wet cat food. Of course, I should have done that. We'll have a quick drink. How are we doing in terms of encumbrance? Okay, we're not doing fantastically there. We could probably do with building ourselves a workbench, but we're going to need quite a bit of wood scrap for that. So let's go and do a quick little bit of furniture destruction. I think. I hear my own footsteps and I think it's a zombie. Where we're at. Yeah, if we can get enough wood scrap together, then we can start making some useful stuff for us. Planks, yeah, I mean, that's all fine. It's not quite what we're after, but fine. Hills, electrical scrap, we're getting everything. Not much wood scrap, though. There we go. Nope, we've already searched it. Let's do that. Salvage nothing. Right. Is that enough wood scrap? Hopefully that's enough wood scrap. Let's do a quick check. And we'll destroy this as well. There we go. We can leave that door open. That could be the marker. That's a wolf over there. Now I am not taking risks when it comes to wolves. And this is maybe one of the downsides of this location. Is that it doesn't look as though zombies are the main threat up here. Wolves could quite possibly be. That's one thing to bear in mind. Okay, and well, we aren't going to need 2 beds. As much as I love the idea of having a sleepover, we are in a bit of a lonely apocalypse. So, workbench. Still not enough wood scrap. Come on, man. So cruel. I quite like our own furniture, so I don't really want to do our own furniture. Let's use this as a little bit of a hold-all for general stuff as well, just for the time being. 22 wood scrap, we need 30. ECP round and arrows can go in there too, it's fine. Got a bit of clothing, which we'll put away. There we go, right, okay. Get ourselves to the point where we can make ourselves a workbench, and that should unlock the rest. Don't want to be attacked by a wolf. Okay, he's over there. That's fine. That is fine. Salvage nothing. Wood scrap. Yes, good. More wood scraps. Okay, that's probably enough wood scraps. May as well try and see if we can get some more though whilst we're here. Yeah, because we're going to need them. I'd also like to get to a point where we can have the repair bench so that we don't have to worry as much about our weapons, but we're a way off that in terms of our levels. I think you need to be a fairly high level to get the repair bench, don't you? Remind myself. Workbench, repair workbench. 40! Level 40 construction! Yes, we are a way off that. Right. That's fine. Let's go and make ourselves a workbench. Put that in our house, and then let's go and explore the rest of these campgrounds. I think I am going to hop in the car, though. Don't think it makes a lot of sense to be walking around these pits where we could have a wolf come and nibble at us at any moment's notice. There we go. Right, get my wood scraps out. Wood scrap. Raining too much already. It does. Standard workbench. Build that. What do you mean? Why can't we? Why aren't you going to put it there? There we go. Yes. We made it happen. Let's pop our nails in there, our wood scrap in there, and our planks in there. Spiked baseball bat. We have got a baseball bat, haven't we? But we had a baseball bat. Am I dreaming? Maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe we don't have a baseball bat. That's fine. No baseball bat. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's okay. It is A-okay for the time being. Done my typical thing of having way more tools than we actually need. So let's do a little bit of tidy up there. Oh, no. Night crawlers can stay with us. Kerosene canister. Well, that's going to be quite heavy for us, isn't it? Which is full. Which would be great for when we've got some lanterns. Okay, right. I think we're in a good spot. Time to decay 4 hours. Oh. Oh, yeah. You. You need wood scrap, don't you? There we go. Time to get 128 hours. That's much better. Okay, let's hop in the truck. And let's go and explore these campgrounds, see what else we can find. Don't like the fact it's got foggy again. Also don't have any idea what the time is, so we should probably pop the cell phone on again in a second. and do some double checking. Hey, of course, the other thing we should be looking for is vehicles. Vehicles are not a bad thing to be looking out for. Again, hearing my own footsteps and thinking it's a zombie. Oh, it's a rabbit. Go on, run free. Okay. Handheld radio. Not a bad thing to have. Really going to need it, though. Can hotwire. School backpack. I've got it. I've got to take the backpack, haven't I, really? And a sweater vest might not be a bad thing to take either. Take that. Okay. RV. Nothing in the tackle box. Should absolutely be taking a tent. Shouldn't we, really? For those when we're out on the road and we've got nowhere to sleep. But then we could always take, you know, something like this, couldn't we? Take the show on the road. Oh my goodness, it's got a key as well. 8% gas in the tank. That's not great. But oh my goodness, it will do us a job. Oh, zombie. Oh my goodness. The zombie managed to push me back. Okay, nice, we've got an RV. Not got much gas in our RV, but we've got an RV. Going to take a quick peek up here. That RV doesn't look in as good condition, but we'll have a quick peek inside. You can imagine that this would be a lovely spot in terms of a view on any day other than today. Looking for free wood then. We'll have to come back here and admire the view when it's one of those days that we can admire the view. Utility vehicle? Key as well? Okay. We're getting a little bit fortunate here with the keys and stuff. Got sleeping bags there as well. Okay, well, let's take the UTV. Anything in the back? No. And let's go and park this on the road as well, so that we know we've got more vehicles to choose from. Zombie back there. Again, not great in terms of the amount of gas that it's got. But nice. Right, I'm starting to think that we should probably be going to get some gas. Our generator is, of course, out of gas. We need gas. I'm also concerned at how unprepared we are for any hordes. What time is it now? Okay, almost 3 o'clock. Have to turn it on and use the map for a bit. A gas station up in Lion Mountain, isn't there? Which we aren't a million miles away from. Which vehicle should we take? This one's got virtually a full tank, so let's go and What am I doing? We can tow! So, let's take one of the vehicles that hasn't got a full tank. Which I think makes sense. Let's take... we take the RV. We take the RV to the gas station, because then we can always sleep in the RV. How close do we need to be to... so. Close enough? Yes. There we go. Right, let's get this towed down there. Back to our house. Woohoo! And then I think we'll come back up for the RV. Take the RV, head to the gas station. And try and fill ourselves up with gas. Because if we fill the RV up with gas, we'll have two vehicles which are full with gas, which would be a great thing to have. Turn the ignition off. We'll unhitch these. There we go. Two vehicles there. And we'll go and get our RV. I'll fast forward this bit so that we'll get to the RV nice and quickly. Okay, we're back at the RV. It is getting dark. Slightly alarming. But we've got things to do. We've got 8% gas in this tank. We need to fill it up. So let's get ourselves to Lion Mountain. Let's get ourselves to the gas station. And get ourselves a full tank of fuel. Should probably mark the location of our cabin on the map. I mean, it's pretty much marked already. Nice. Happy days. Oh, there's more cabins. More cabins for us to explore. More looting to be done. Nice, okay. Right, let's get ourselves some gas. Quite a big vehicle to be driving around, isn't it, really? Zombie, zombie, zombie. Right, okay, now I believe that we need to go left. Gosh, this thing has the it's a turning circle of the Titanic. Oh, slightly bruised. Nice, well done, DeadZedje. Great driving. Couple of industrial units to check out there as well. I think we're also relatively close to some mines as well, aren't we? Some of the caves that we can go mining in. We'll have to go and take a look at those as well. Now, I have just screwed myself over a little bit there with my health. Now, the gas station in Lion Mountain. Let's keep on going. I think it's fairly central, if I remember rightly. Just keep driving, just keep driving. We can always sleep in this tonight. Ah, there's the museum. We should absolutely be checking that out as well. Loads of places to check out. Okay. And here is the gas station. On reflection, a sleeping bag probably would have been a really good idea. Okay, so power is on. No idea what side the fuel tank is. No idea whereabouts the fuel tank is located. Let's worry about that later. Rip the axe. Flashlight on. Now, what we probably want to do is actually go and turn the generator off. Because I don't think I've ever come here and not had a problem with the alarm. Let's get that generator turned off. There we go. How are we doing for fuel in there? Pretty much full. You can hear some zombies starting to gather. And that is probably where we should end this episode. But we have got so much to do, so much to explore, so we will absolutely continue with our quest to fill up the RV with fuel in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Comment down below with where else you think we should explore, because we've got mines, we've got the museum, which we need to take a look at, and then there's more cabins as well, closer to our cabin. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on Wednesday for another Vane video, and on Monday for another Let's Play episode. I'll catch you later.